I'm Todd Grisham, and not a bad day for a fight. We are live at the Empire Fight Camp. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
Time for our tale of the tape. Muhammad, he is the greatest of all time. Muhammad Ali. Watch the foot. Tommy the Duke Morrison, one of the most entertaining.
This bout is scheduled.
A lot of pre-match drama, and they will settle their score under the sun. You can't imagine how bad these fighters want to get their hands on each other. Good counterpunching for both these athletes. Catch and shoot with the left counter. Good job. He parries that left jab away. And they are giving us action. Good counter left hand there. He parries away the left uppercut. Punch, counter punch. The perfect counter lands. Caution is being thrown to the wind. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job. Great counter right hand there. Nice job by him to block that jab. Nice counter shot. Fighter will say no mas. His jab just got blocked. Left counter punch will score. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs... What do we expect to see here in round two? Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Offensive display, landing that left counter. We'll keep an eye on this slugger. As you know, he's willing to take three to give one. That's his game plan, and it's worked out pretty well for him so far.
Sluggers will hit anything and everything. Your head, your ear, your elbow, your rib, your belly button. They are an absolute terror.
He gets out of the way of that left hand. Nice job landing that left counter punch. Good counter right hand again. Nice counter shot. Nice shot with the left. Call it the glory division. There's nothing quite like a heavyweight fight. It doesn't take much to win it.
You've got a couple of big units there, so I'm expecting power. You're going to have excitement. You're going to have drama, because when these guys slow down, that's when the punches are going to land.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
On to the third. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
With that jab. He just misses with that big right hand. He just misses with that jab. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose.
Here we go to the fourth round. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here. Right punch. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
And he misses with that jab. Not a lot of defense here at all. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far? Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Wow, you know what? I've been in fights like that.
Time for the fifth round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here. Muhammad Ali in trouble. He's been in wars before. He knows what to do, but can he do it? And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead he's in there throwing bombs again. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Just because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skin them, go for speed.
He misses with that jab. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. I'm worried about these two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on.
This is when you talk about
This is the beginning of round 6. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, slept right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
He parries that right jab away. He misses with that jab. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you, they want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
How do they use this fighter's aggression against them? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym.
There's a lot on the line here.
Round 7, here we go. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try. Got his gloves up to block the left jab. This is been a very competitive round between these two. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
He blocks that jab. Parries the right jab away. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Stamina is always an issue in a prize fight.
You cannot gas out if you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this.
Round 8, and we're off again. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
What were they doing that now? Are they trying to get an early night? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
And he misses with the left uppercut. Seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system for a certain amount of punches per round. Because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again, and the fight will be over.
Pretty close fight here in this round. Good punch. It's obvious this fighter is gassed out. Why sit in there and throw punches? Not throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. What we are seeing. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Who would have thought Ali would get rattled like this? We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have.
This is when you talk about championship material.
Let's see how much fatigue we see here in round 9. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Blocks that jab. Either man really defending themselves. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics sometimes to actually outbox the fight and beat them on points.
Got out of the way of that right hook. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. He blocks the jab. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. How much cardio was put in for this fight? It may come down to that.
There's a lot on the line here.
And there's the bell to start round 10. A lot of energy put into that last round. Can they keep it up here? Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is. Just missed with that left jab. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Left scores. Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? Oh no! Ali is down!
1, 2, 3.
You gotta wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's gonna be we just saw.
I love the response though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right.
Here we go in the championship rounds, round 11. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. You know in the corner now they're saying, when you get out there, jump on him. Do not give him chance to breathe. Bully him, throw him, push him down, punch him in the back. Keep letting the shots go because you know they're on shaky leg. They're a gnat's ear away from getting stopped.
Nice slip to avoid the jab. These punches coming from every angle. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments. Just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. You don't want to trade shots. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. He finished the job. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down to who's in better shape.
This is when you talk about championship material.
There's the bell for round 12. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
That jab doesn't score. Back and forth they go. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close rounds.
Through the hook, didn't land. And he is down hard. I don't know if he's going to beat the count here. Running out of time.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The three judges agree, and we've got a unanimous decision.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. What a result.